Welcome to the Soca Mum Summit. We're so happy you're joining us today. I'm Stacey Alfonso-Mills and I'm a writer, and I've written 3 children's illustrated storybooks. The Boys of Sinclair Hill, Fun in the Backyard, The Boys of Sinclair Hill, The Princess, the Treasure and the Blue Dragon, and Manatee Has a Question. A little bit about me. I love the outdoors, although I love curling up and reading a really good book. But I love being with my family, including my husband, my children, and our 2 Labradors, very bouncy Labradors. And I also love Zumba and kickboxing. My favorite color is lavender. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the activities today, especially the book readings that I have planned for you guys. Stick around. Have a great time. Bye. This is a story about a West Indian manatee that had a question, a very important question. It all started one quiet Caribbean morning in the River Swamp. This was Manatee's favorite time of day. Manatee drifted along his riverbed, happily munching on his favorite seagrass. Out of the corner of his eye, he noticed a fishing net tangled between the weeds. Fishing nets often drift into the river from the sea. They are very dangerous to aquatic animals. If Manatee got tangled in the fishing net, he would not be able to eat his food or get to the surface of the water to breathe. Manatee was upset. He wanted to stop the fishing nets from drifting into the river once and for all, but he did not know how. Manatee thought Spectacled Cayman would know what to do. Manatee found Cayman basking in the sun. Cayman looked grumpy, but then he always looked grumpy. So Manatee approached Cayman cautiously. "Hi Cayman, I have a question. How do I stop the fishing nets from drifting into the river?" Manatee asked politely. "How would I know?" snapped Cayman in his usual grumpy manner. "I'm trying to figure out how to stop the hunters from hunting Cayman. I wish they would all just leave us in peace. Do you know how to stop the hunters?" "Maybe you should ask prehensile-tailed Porcupine," Cayman ordered. And without even saying goodbye, he slipped into the river and swam away. Although Cayman wasn't very helpful or friendly, Manatee thought Cayman's question was important too. Now there were 2 important questions that needed answers. So Manatee set off to find Porcupine. As Manatee drifted along, he noted several tree trunks on the bank of the river. "Well, that's odd," Manatee whispered as he moved closer to investigate. Suddenly, Porcupine's small, spiky head popped up from a hole of a tree trunk, and Manatee was startled. "Oh, hello, Manatee. It's nice to see you," said Porcupine sleepily. "Oh." Porcupines are nocturnal. They prefer sleeping in the daytime. So Manatee asked his question and Cayman's question as quickly as he could. Porcupine listened carefully to the questions, although she was sleepy, but she didn't know the answers. "Sorry, Manatee, but I have problems of my own out here," she replied while yawning and stretching. She explained that many porcupines lost their homes because a lot of trees were cut down. "Do you know how to replace the homes we've lost?" Porcupine asked. "You should find Red Howler Monkey. Maybe he can help us," Porcupine suggested as she drifted off to sleep. Well, this was getting complicated. Now Manatee had 3 important questions that needed answers. Manatee searched the trees for Howler Monkey. He searched high and he searched low, but there was no sign of Howler Monkey. Soon he heard howling noises. Hoo, 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 hoo. Manatee could see Howler Monkey swinging from branch to branch through the tall trees. "Hello, Howler Monkey!" Manatee shouted to his friend. "Hi, Manatee! It's good to see you! How are things down in the swamp?" Howler Monkey shouted back. "Not so good, I'm afraid. I have 3 important questions that I need your help with," Manatee explained. Howler Monkey listened carefully as Manatee asked his question, Cayman's question, and Porcupine's question. Sorry, old pal. I'm afraid I don't know the answer to your question, Cayman's question, or even Porcupine's question, Howler Monkey replied. Besides, I've got problems too. Forest fires are destroying our homes and our food supply. Do you know how to stop these forest fires, Manatee? Howler Monkey asked. You should find Blue and Gold Macaw, Howler Monkey suggested. He's the smartest animal in the river swamp. Surely he would know the answer to all of our questions. Good luck, my friend. And off Howler Monkey went, swinging through the trees with his family, howling noisily. Manatee had begun his journey with just one question. Now there were 4 questions that needed answers, and poor Manatee had to remember them all. So Manatee continued along the river. He was worried. In fact, he was so worried that he did not even see Macaw, who was perched right above him on the branch of a tree. Well, excuse me, Manatee. Are you going to drift past without even saying hello? How rude indeed, huffed Macaw. Manatee felt embarrassed. He knew that Macaw was very particular about good manners. Oh, please excuse my bad manners, Macaw. I have a lot on my mind today, explained Manatee. Macaw was very smart. He was also very chatty. And Macaw could chat forever. So with a deep breath, Macaw began to talk and talk and talk and even talk some more. Well, you're excused, Manatee. I can see you had something on your mind. I was just about to have a cup of tea. Would you care to join me, Manatee? Isn't it a beautiful day? You have a long way from home, Manatee. You know, we macaws have only just returned to the neighborhood, Macaw continued. We were forced to leave the swamp for a while because many of our macaw chicks were stolen right out of their nests. Can you believe such a thing? So tell me, Manatee, what's on your mind? Finally, Macaw stopped talking. Well, Macaw, I have 4 important questions that I need your help with, Manatee explained. Macaw, how do I stop the fishing nets from drifting into the river? How can Cayman stop the hunters from hunting him and his family? How can we help Porcupine replace the trees that were cut down? And how can Howler Monkey put a stop to the forest fires? Manatee asked, all in one breath. Well, Macaw listened carefully to all 4 questions. He was intrigued. Macaw thought long and hard while he sipped his tea. And after a long while, Macaw exclaimed, Manatee, my friend, this is what you all need to do. Manatee, remind the fishermen to pull in each and every one of their fishing nets from the sea at the end of their day. That way the fishing nets will not drift into the river and cause you all sorts of horrible problems. And tell Cayman he must explain to the hunters that if they continue to hunt him and his family, soon there will be no more Cayman left in the swamp, and no one wants that to happen. As for Porcupine, we must all join in to help her plant new tree seeds so that new ones can replace the ones that were cut down. Soon Porcupine and her family will have new homes to live in. And Howler Monkey must treat visitors and campers all about fire safety. They need to understand that a healthy forest is important to all animals and the environment. We must all work together to protect the river swamp. This is our home, Macaw declared. And Macaw was right. To fix their problems, they would all have to work together as a team. Manatee was happy. Finally, he had the answers to all of their questions. And on the way home, Manatee planned to share the answers with Howler Monkey, Porcupine and Cayman. "Thanks, Macaw, you've been such a great help," said Manatee with a big smile. Manatee waved to Macaw and began his long journey home. The end. Well, thank you very much for joining me for that book reading. I hope you all enjoyed it. Remember, during this pandemic, we all stay at home so that we can stay safe. Remember to wash your hands, sanitize, and also practice social distancing. So stay home, stay safe, be healthy. Thank you. Bye.